pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing while we remember those who have passed recently. Joseph M. Geiselhart. Wendy M. Small. Ed Budd. Okay, roll call. Mike Bruschetti.
Here.
Paul.
Here.
Bill.
Here.
Cassie.
Here.
And we have a full board tonight. Fire exits are noted. This door that's open is the fire escape. If there's any fire in the building, don't use the elevator or the stairs. Correspondence, there is none. And petitioners, anyone that's in the audience, please come up to the podium here. State your name and whatever concern that you have.
Good evening. My name is Ivan Davis. This is my wife, Christina Davis.
Hello.
I'm here this evening to petition to the board. We just recently moved here. We bought some property here in the town of Wawarsing. And we own some chickens, and we received a letter from the code enforcer stating we couldn't have the chickens on our property. So we came here the following day to see what the code is. We read it, and they actually gave us a copy of the code itself. And we're here to ask the board today for a variance because we don't have chickens as pets. This is actually our food source. And as everybody knows, with the way things is going today, you know, the price of food, the price of milk, gasoline, everything going up. And certainly 2 years ago, the pandemic, you go in the store and everything is empty, everything is all put up. So, you know, we came in and asked for variance to this code. We only have 1 acre of land. It states you have to have over 3 acres of land and you can have 25 birds per acre. But we have less than 20 birds and we only have 1 acre of land. And we was asking if this board could consider a variance to allow us to keep our birds because this is our food source. We receive about maybe a dozen eggs per day. I have a family of 6 to feed my family, and we have like 10, we have like 12 birds. And we have them inside a closed, inside penned up area. Never run free, never makes it to the road or anything like that. And it sits back on sort of the back half of our acre of land. So, you know, we don't have the 3 acres of land, you know. Unfortunately, when we purchased our property, only came in 1 acre. If we had more, we would have purchased more. We didn't know what the statute was, but you know, and we actually even asked our neighbors if they was willing to even sell us some land just because we don't want to get rid of animals. So now we understand with 1 acre, we can have a horse, we can have a cow, we can have pigs. We don't want any large animals. We just want our birds. Our birds is sustaining our family well enough. So he's coming here just to ask, you know, I know if anybody here farmers, I never really heard of a farmer having chickens without a rooster, but we understand roosters are not allowed here. So we process one of our roosters, we process them, so, you know, so we could be in compliance and just to come here to talk about the birds itself.
Yeah, I have chickens without roosters.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that's probably because you didn't have this, you probably have, we were trying to get fertilized eggs, you know what it is. So every time we process the chicken, at least we know we had some chickens coming in, you know, but since we have to get rid of them, you know, we process the roosters, so we just have them fertilized eggs, but we're still receiving eggs every day. And then when we have to process a bird, we can feed our family as well. So this states that you have, you know, over 3 acres, you can have 25 birds per acre. So we only have an acre, and we're asking if, you know, you guys can give us a variance so maybe we can keep 12 birds. You know, keep 12 birds on an acre. I mean, if some land does become available to us, we will purchase it. We asked both our neighbors if they would actually even sell us some land.
Can I ask where the property is?
Yeah.
Okay, so our property is on Ulster Heights Road. We're at 1123 Ulster Heights Road. So to the right of us, they have every animal that I mentioned, and the next house over, they have a house. They have cows, horses. You know, everybody on the road, you know, has animals. It's just that we're the fortunate ones that only have an acre of land. Everyone else has, you know, 5, 6, 7 acres of land, 20 or more. So like I said, we did inquire with on both sides of our neighbors if they would sell us, you know, 3 acres of land so we could have 4 acres, and then we wouldn't have to even, you know, come to this. But you know, they're going to make a decision. We're waiting on that, but we don't want to have to get rid of the birds and then have to start all over from the beginning if you guys make a decision or somebody decides to sell some property.
One more question. Did someone make a complaint?
I'm not sure if it was a complaint. We just received one. You can read the letter itself. You guys
Why don't you give it to me?
Sure, you guys can take a look at it. It just said, so what happened was I was having some item 4 dropped in my driveway, and my next door neighbor was spreading it for me. And the code enforcement happened to be coming by to stop to see if maybe I was doing some construction. And they could see the coop in the back. We have a chicken coop. So they seen the chicken coop, and then the next day we get that letter. So I don't think it was a complaint because everybody on that road has animals.
And again, they're enclosed, so the run and everything for them is all fenced in. They cannot get out.
So I just think that they happened to see, we was dropping item 4 that day, and they thought maybe we could construction, check to see if we had building permits. So, because I actually spoke to my next door neighbor about building permits and stuff like that. And told him we was just doing item 4, so we didn't need a building permit for that. And I think that's what they seen, and then said, okay, well, they do got some birds back there, so, yeah. So like I said, we read it, we understand, what the actual code is. We understand it, perfectly. We just know where we can reach, the amount of acres that you can need, I mean, thank you very much. So like I said, that's why we're here to ask, some sort of variance that, I'm pretty sure, like I said, we moved here to, we purchased our land to live off the land. We have a very nice garden, nice vegetables, crops every year. We were just, trying to sustain ourselves off the land. So we're just hoping if we can get a variance or something, so that we're in compliance. We're here. We want to actually be in full compliance. We're not, try to hide the birds or anything crazy like that. That's what we said. We'll come in and speak with you guys personally and see what we can do.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong. Our attorney is Bill Kyer.
What section are they citing?
Would you like
It's
to?
112.
As part of zoning, yeah. So
Yeah.
we can't grant a variance. This board has no power to do that. You could change the law. That's what you can do.
That's what I was going to say, is that the town board doesn't have the authority to give you a variance. We have a separate planning board when you bring business into the community, or you want to do something on your home and you want to have a lot line extension or whatever. And then there's a zoning board which follows the town's laws under zoning. The town board does have the authority to change laws. So I think the first step would maybe go into the zoning board to see if
I don't think the zoning board can grant a variance on this. They can grant a variance on, how close your house is to the neighbor or the size of your lot, but I don't think they have the authority.
Well, the
Yeah,
town
they
board-
could ask the chairman of the zoning board of appeals, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, we can the town can do that without
Okay.
having you go through the expense of going to the, and the time and effort that it takes. Can't promise anything, but we'll look into that and,
And if it's a no at the zoning board, what would our course of action be to come back to you guys and see if we can actually change the law? Because I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only resident in Ulster County or in the town of Wawarsing
Right.
that has, less than 4 acres of land that would like to, have
Right.
have
So what we
animals.
can do is-
Because like I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, sir, but so according to the law, if you just have 1 acre of land,
I can have a cow,
you can have a cow.
Or a
you can have a
horse.
You can have, you can have every,
a pig.
so I don't understand why birds would be the exception, you guys know the acre of land is a football field. There's no way you can't, you said you can't have 10 birds on a football field worth of land, and it's not affecting any of the neighbors, and none of the neighbors are complaining as well. So what would our course of action be to maybe reapproach you guys, and if that doesn't work, to actually try to change the law itself?
what I would suggest that you do is send an you have access to an email?
Yes.
Okay, so send an email to the supervisor address. You want to write this down?
Thank you.
Supervisor at Wawarsing. Wawarsing is WAWARSING NY.
I'm sorry, W-A-R,
No, WAW.
W-A-W, okay.
A-R.
A-R,
SING, and then NY as in New York,
N-Y, okay.
.gov, G-O-V. So, write all of the concerns and all the reasons that you are requesting this, and
send it to me, and we'll share that amongst the town board, and zoning, and go from there.
Okay.
All right. There's anything we can get from you guys so that we don't have to process the birds in case.
Prior to this?
Yeah, that's what I was
Prior to
gonna say. Is there a
What's the
way to
time?
give them a stay or
Yeah,
something
exactly,
until we
exactly.
decide?
Yeah, appreciate
Well,
it.
just so you understand, changing zoning is gonna take 4 to 6 months. Gonna go to our planning board, county planning board, and we're doing a zoning change right now, so we're probably not gonna do a standalone, changing one thing. And I'm sure the reason was put there, noise. Another part of that.
Well, I'll read the letter to the entire board staff.
Please.
On May 3rd, the town of Wawarsing Building Department found harborage of chickens and roosters on above described premises. Please be advised that this is a violation of section 112-13 F2, which states the keeping of adult or fully grown fowl such as chicken, ducks, geese, or the birds excluding pet birds kept within a dwelling on a more than 3 acres and only within the RU Rural RP Ridge Protection RH Ridge Hamlet AD Agricultural Development VP Viewshed Protection, provided that no more than 25 birds per acre are maintained, which shall be kept on the property within a fenced area. No such animals shall be permitted on a lot 3 acres or less in any zoning district. No roosters are permitted in any zoning district and must be removed forthwith. If you have any questions, please contact the building department Monday through Friday. That's that, and we'll make a copy for you guys.
So we understand that fully. Like I said, we came in the same day and went straight to the building. We spoke with them. They was there. The code enforcement was still out on the road, so we didn't actually speak with them. But as the letter stated, it didn't say anything about noise or about anyone complaining, anything like that. It was just that she happened to see it when she stopped right in front of. She stopped right in front of the property. So that's how she's seen it. And like I said, it's right in the front of our property. Not, we're not trying to hide anything like that. We didn't even know what this law was anyway. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that there's probably tons of residents that got, less than 4 acres of land. I mean, technically with 3.1 acres of land, you can have 75 birds. So, I don't understand why with 1 acre of land, 25 per acre is what it says in the law, 25 per acre. So if you section it off 25 per acre, why couldn't we have less than 25 on an acre? We're not even asking for a full 25. Why couldn't we just have less than 25 because there's no way we can get, purchasing more land. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is just to help with the residents in the town of Wawarsing, because I'm sure there's people that have less than 4 acres that would love to raise birds or whatever they want to raise. Everybody's not into, large animals like, horses and cows, stuff like that, or, pigs, something like that. So I think maybe if it came to you guys having to take a look at maybe changing the law, I don't think it'd be a detrimental law to change. I mean, it's not going to hurt the town. I think it's actually going to make the town better and actually probably even bring more, more people to buy some of this property that's still available right now. Because like I said, we came out here from Sullivan County just because, we think we can live off the land. Taxes are cheaper here than it is in Sullivan County. We own homes already. This is probably our 3rd home that we're working on right now. So to get here and then say you can't raise the birds or whatever, it's kind of like wow. And we still maintain property in Sullivan County as well. It's like, we're gonna have to go back to Sullivan County, of course not. Let's see what we can do here in the town of Wawarsing. I mean, that was one of the major reasons why we came. Like I said, I'm originally from the city. She's really from the city, and we just turned into farmers. We're not farmers. You know what I mean?
Green acres.
Yeah. I mean, it's just something. Say we love the area. Like I said, we love the area. We have school-age kids and stuff. Well, my daughter's graduating this year, and then I have my son being here in Ellenville. So, it's just I'm just thinking that, maybe, I'm pretty sure the zoning law has probably been changed the past few years since we bought the property, because we bought the property, but we didn't move in until like a year later. But I'm probably thinking something that maybe you guys need to take a look at. I'm thinking that it's going to be something pretty beneficial to the town, granting people 1 acre or less. If you don't go less, understand, but at least with 1 acre, you have a football field, you should be able to raise something, other than large animals. So we will take your advice. We'll send you email. You'll probably receive that in the next 30 minutes. But we're gonna wait on that. But it's just something you guys can, like I said, grant some sort of station that if the code enforcer comes back or whatever, we really don't have nothing to tell other than if she said, you got to remove the birds now. You guys can give us an amount of time, at least, or let the code enforcer know that this is something that you guys can be taking up, so that we don't have to, process our birds now. Give us some sort of a leeway. Like I said, I understand the zoning situation, he says it's going to take a long time, but at least something maybe to the next town board meeting or something, and maybe you guys can table it over and something just so that we don't have to,
Oh,
process
we
the
can't grant
personnel.
that right now. We have to look at we have to look at the situation and look at timeframes and all that. I mean, I read what I read and we
Sure.
heard what I read.
Sure.
And all I can say is that you should discuss, send the email, with as much information as you want
Okay.
and that you need. And we'll take a honest look at it.
Okay.
He'll respond.
Okay. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out and speaking.
Good night.
Welcome.
And welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, with anyone else on Zoom?
Nope.
Have any comments?
Nope, no one there.
Okay. So to continue with the movie? Well, we just had a movie with the Nibley folks, but that was in the workshop. Attorney concerns.
I'm not gonna be in.
All right, so we'll just jump into the agenda now, and Town Board by resolution approves the supervisor to execute an agreement between the town of Wawarsing and the Ellenville Central School for the use of space wherein the school shall provide the town with indoor and outdoor space to be used for the town's summer recreation program, which takes place from the fourth week of June through in or about the second week of August 2022 and other year-round events. Now, this is something we do every year. It's a formality to utilize the school grounds. Do I have a motion?
I'll second it.
Mike makes the motion, Paul seconds it. It's a roll call vote. Michael?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's unanimous in this resolution.
And it's indoor and outdoor.
Yep.
Yes. And we're working on the pool as we speak.
Yes, we are.
Second resolution is the Wawarsing Town Board by resolution directs the municipal code enforcement officer to conduct an inspection of the unsafe structure owned by Peter Stewart located at 28 Briggs Highway, Ellenville, New York, tax map section 82-4, or .4, to lot 35.1, and report the findings thereof in writing to the town board.
So moved.
Mike
Second.
makes the motion, Cassie seconds it. Roll call vote. Mike?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That resolution is unanimous. Town Board by resolution firmly commits $50,000 from the Kerhonkson Sewer District short-lived asset account, Kerhonkson Sewer District, SF2-0200-05, to proposed program 2022 CDBG project entitled Kerhonkson Sanitary Sewer System Collection Phase 2 to be submitted via a CFA during July 22. There is no expiration of this commitment.
I'll move it.
Cassie
Second.
makes a motion and Bill seconds it. That's a roll call vote. Michael?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That resolution is carried.
That's the Carl Drive thing.
Okay, now I have to read this short EIF Part 2.
Yep. I didn't even have to pick it.
Thanks for reminding me, guys. But
You got it.
I remember.
Okay.
All right, so the short environmental assessment form Part 2 impact assessment for the highway garage project. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use plan or zoning regulations? No, small impact may occur, or moderate to large impact may occur. The answer is no, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody individually, is it no, or a small impact may occur?
I agree, it's
I
no.
agree.
No.
No.
I agree.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, the proposed action result in the use of intensity of use of land?
No.
No.
Okay, we'll start with Michael every time.
What should we say, agree or no?
No, there is no impact.
No. It's either no or.
Oh.
Or
No.
minor. Right.
No or minor. There's only two categories, no or minor, or moderate to large. Okay,
Okay.
so number three, will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community?
No.
No.
Cassie?
No.
Okay, I agree. Number three, will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? Michael?
No.
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 No. Number 4, will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of the critical environmental area, CEA?
No.
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 And I vote no. Number 5, will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway?
No.
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 No. Number 6, will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonable available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities?
No.
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 And I say no. Number 7, will the proposed action impact existing public/private water supplies, public-private wastewater treatment?
No.
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 No. Number 8, will the proposed action impair the character of quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
No.
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 No, absolutely not. Number 9, will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources, wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, and fauna?
No.
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 No. Number 10, will the proposed action result in an increase in potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems?
No.
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 No. 11, will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
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 And that is no. So, okay, so that's what we
So the
need.
next page, we have to agree that you should be checking the second box at the bottom. We're determined based upon the information and analysis and the supporting documentation that the proposed action will not result in any significant adverse environmental impact.
Okay, so,
Correct?
correct.
So no, no, yes, check that one.
That's the second box, correct?
Bottom box.
I got you. All right, then I would sign the name of the lead agency is Town of Wawarsing, and the person responsible is me. Okay, so I will sign that, and that's
Then
that.
you can move on to the resolution.
Correct. The next resolution is the town board by resolution declares a negative declaration for the Wawarsing Highway Garage Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes a motion, Bill seconds. That's a roll call vote. Michael?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That's unanimous. Resolution, the town board by resolution approves the exemption of the town of Wawarsing Highway Garage Project from the town of Wawarsing land use laws.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes the motion, Bill seconds it. Roll call vote. Michael?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. That resolution is carried. Resolution 2022, the Wawarsing Town Board by resolution authorizes, subject to permissive referendum, the issuance of 9,100,000 bonds of the town of Wawarsing, Ulster County, New York, to pay the cost of construction of a new highway garage and reconstruction of the existing highway garage in and for the said town.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes the motion, Bill seconds it. Michael?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. And those numbers are the bond number, not necessarily the actually construction cost. All right, town board, there is no budget modifications. There is, this, number 2, approved bills as ordered. We have 3 signatures.
Yes.
Yep.
So we need a motion.
I'll make it.
Paul makes the motion.
Second.
Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
That
Did you
Carried.
go through them again? Because I left some there that needed your signature.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so number 3 is approve the assessor's report. 4 is the building department. 5 is the highway. 6 is the tax collector. 7 is the town clerk's report. 8 is the maintenance report. 9 is the youth commission report. 10 is the justice court. 11 is the town control office, dog control officer's report. 12 is the supervisor's report. From numbers 3 through 13,
Yep.
12 through 12.
Those No 3 and 8, right?
Yeah, 8, they didn't get children, so.
We don't have 3 and 8 right now.
Number 3 is the assessor's report is not here.
Yeah.
And 8 is the maintenance report's not here.
Correct.
So it would be,
I move
4,
4,
5,
5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
correct.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motions are carried. Number 13, town board to approve to waive the fee for the disposal of trash at the Wawarsing Transfer Station for the Blueberry Festival to be held on Saturday, August 13th,
I'll make it.
2022. Paul makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
And motion's carried. Please come to the Blueberry Festival.
It'll be
Right?
fun.
It'll be fun, like always.
Should be.
Town board to approve to hire 2 seasonal workers for the parks and cemeteries.
I'll
We
move
have
it.
the 2 names.
David McCombs and Tanner Grajewski.
David McCombs.
Yep.
And Tanner Grajewski. Grajewski. Okay, so those are the 2 items of interviews that we did today, and for hiring the seasonal workers. Need a motion?
Second.
Blake made the motion and Cassie seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. Town board to approve the hiring of various staff members for the Camp Shawangunk Summer Program. This is per the recommendation of the Ellenville Wawarsing Youth Commission hiring committees. Hires are subject to the pre-employment drug testing.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. Town board to approve sending 2 lifeguards to the WSI, our water safety instruction class, on May 22nd and June 5th in Scarsdale, New York. Cost not to exceed $1,500, and a town vehicle will be used for the transportation.
I'll move it.
Second.
Nancy makes a motion and Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 17, town board to accept the donation for Camp Shawangunk in the amount of $2,000 from the Michael Oramus Foundation.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Paul seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. I'd like to say that that's a very generous donation that's been going on for a number of years now, and we really appreciate it as a town and for the children that are taking advantage of that and having a benefit of that. Number 18, to approve the release of remaining monies held in escrow in the amount of $746.25. For the Faro 3-lot subdivision. This is per the recommendation of the Town of Wawarsing Planning Board in a letter dated May 3rd, 2022.
So moved.
Mike makes that motion.
Second.
Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 19, Town Board to approve the invoice 238613 from Atlantic Testing Laboratories in the amount of $1,223.50 for the Wawarsing Water District.
I'll move it.
Second.
Cassie makes a motion. Paul seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to approve payment number 8 in the amount of $104,974.05 to TAM Enterprises Incorporated for the Wawarsing Water District, Water Treatment Facility, and well field.
I'll move it.
Second.
Cassie makes a motion. Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the advertisement for requests for proposals for the creation of an environmentally sensitive, no-fee public wireless Wi-Fi network within its Lippman Park and Recycle Center facility. Proposals are due back to the town clerk's office by noon on June 9th, 2022.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Paul makes a motion, and Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town Board to authorize the advertisement for quotes for cutting and removal of 2 large trees in the Wawarsing Water District at 22 Fort Moore Road. Quotes can be mailed or emailed to clerk@wawarsingny.gov to the town clerk's office by noon, June 1st, 2022. Proof of insurance will be required.
I'll move it.
Cassie makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. There's no other motions that we need at this time that are not on the agenda, correct?
Correct.
So we have pays,
I got a few concerns.
okay,
We got a lot of rain lately, and I'm getting a lot of telephone calls.
water on the property, water running from one property to another. I can't go on other people's property and try to fix their problems.
Correct.
It's getting to be bad. In fact, I'm gonna be talking to Bill tomorrow about a couple of things. I'm getting too many calls on this. That thing in Mackinac, got one in Cohasset, there's two in Cohasset.
I got a call from Grace Place.
Really?
You got that one too?
That's probably been there for a long time.
Okay.
It's not just happened today, it's been happening.
Okay.
That was one thing. The other thing, we started paving. We're gonna start our paving program. We started the other day, yesterday in fact. Supposed to do it today. So we're gonna be doing that. And we're gonna be doing roughly 8 miles of chipping, roughly 10 miles of blacktop. So we're gonna be starting this. We're
10
taking
miles?
trees down all over the place. All right, that's what I got tonight.
Okay.
And I want to thank the board for helping out on the town barn. I know, it's not a good time to go out and buy things, but we got a problem, we gotta fix it. Should've been done years ago.
It's gonna be, I think we've done our homework over the years, and it's time to address the situation.
It's gotta be
And,
done.
has to be done, and it's not a major impact to the taxpayer, I don't believe.
Yeah, no, it's not, but I don't like spending
Well,
taxpayer
listen, we
money
all-
like that, but we gotta do
We
something.
all are fiscally responsible. The last 4 years, I think we had a total of about a 1.56 increase in taxes over the 4 years, a cumulative number. So I think this town board and the previous board is conscious about, taxes and budgets that are responsible. And we're very fortunate to have that in town of Wawarsing. And again, we entertain anybody that comes into town hall and asks a question. We'll give you a good answer, or we'll give you the answer that we know is, what we can do, and some of the answers will be favorable or unfavorable, but we're here to discuss anything that, taxpayers are interested in sharing their concerns. Tony, anything else?
That's it, I'm good for now.
Okay, Mike Machetta.
Believe it or not, I do not have any concerns tonight.
Thank you.
Mike's hungry.
No, Tony hit the nail on the head. I was gonna say something, but Tony, I welcome his comments.
That would be Paul Cozzolino.
Okay, I don't have too much either. There's just one thing I want to make the public aware of. At the airport on Saturday, May 21st, this coming Saturday, a couple days from now, between 9 and 3 p.m., there is the 7th annual Wings and Wheels for Warriors. It's a benefit to raise money for disabled American veterans. This is something that Sprague and Colleen has done now 7 years in a row. It's an event that I've attended. There's a lot of fun things to do. There's raffles to participate in. There will be the ability, if you're interested in taking a ride on one of the airplanes that the flight school uses. I know there is a fee for that, but I can tell you I did it a couple of years ago, and it's a great little flight to do. So there'll be food, beverages, plane rides. DJ will be there, and it's supposed to be a smoking hot Saturday day, so it's going to be quite warm. But if anyone can come, we'd sure appreciate it. As I said, all the funds and proceeds are for the disabled American vets. And it's if you want more information, you can actually go to wingsandwheelsforwarriors.com as well. And that's all I have.
Bill Brown?
Monday, June 6th is the for the Townkill Cemetery plot holders meeting. It's going to be held at the Elmville United Methodist Church Hall at 5 p.m. And we're currently looking at a situation at the cemetery near McBride Street in Napanock, where individuals are driving ATVs and other motorized vehicles throughout the cemetery and doing damage to headstones. We're looking at putting up some new signage there so that the police department will be able to enforce the misbehavior or whatever you so call it. Right now, there's no signage so that they say they can't do anything about it. So we are looking at signage and put it up there. The Youth Commission, the summer staff have been hired. The waiting list has been done away with for campers.
You mean you're able to fulfill it?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the waiting list now. Everybody that wanted in was in.
The pools in both Cohasset and Ellenville are being worked on currently. We had a youth commission meeting again. And at that time, I had spoke to the village trustee representative and explained to her that the village has came to us about some of their parks and that we have requested information from them as far as budgets and the annual cost of upkeep, and we have still not received anything from them, and she was going to try to get some information from Mr. Warren sent over to the supervisor so that we can make educated decisions on where to proceed with those.
Bill, on Napa Cemetery, what's the name of the cemetery?
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out.
We don't know.
The one on Hill Street?
Yeah, the one by McBride Street there.
We don't know.
And I can't think of what the heck I did. I knew it, but
I know
the only thing that comes to my mind is Furman, but I know that's Jagerville. Yeah, and I can't think of what the heck.
Yeah, we should have a name for it.
Cemetery.
So
Right now, we go Tamarack,
So-
we got Tamarack 1 and Tamarack 2.
So we'll research the name of the cemetery and we'll look for the appropriate language on sign. And we'll either get them from Corecraft or from some other area that's,
We should put the name of the cemetery on the sign also, and then the ones there about the motorized vehicles and stuff like that.
right. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up because that's really important. I don't think anybody, what they're thinking if they're riding in a cemetery. It's not an active cemetery like, well, I guess it is. People still think they're in there?
But then I know,
Okay. That's another question, if it's inactive or active, irregardless.
Doesn't matter.
Couldn't be.
Sacred. Sacred ground.
It is sacred grounds and we have to address that.
I know we went snowmobiles off it last winter.
Yeah, it should be any motorized vehicle. And
That's simple thought and we have to enforce that, that's all. So, Cassie Sport?
You all done, Bill? Okay. Just a couple of things. The resolution we passed for the CDBG, that is for a design to redesign the Carlo Drive pump house because it is just not working. The data shows that they are pulling that pump sometimes at least once a day, if not 2 or 3 times a day. So I've got Mark Lauer and his crew and John Davison working on a new design, and that's what that money's going to. That's what that commitment's for. That's our buy-in, so to speak. And hopefully the people who hand out the grants will see that it's a worthy endeavor. This morning I went over to the Wawarsing treatment plant work site and they lifted these massive green sand filters into the Stephen Bradley water treatment plant, and that was really cool. I have pictures. I'll have Paul put them up so that people can see that we are moving along with this. We were informed that they're thinking the building will be completed somewhere near the end of August, which will be exciting because then we'll be able to have a celebration there. Bill mentioned the pools. A big shout out to Mike Cedar and his assistant Daryl for painting the Cohasset pool and striping it and putting all of the lettering on it that's required by the Department of Health, and making sure the filters are working there and starting I believe prior to the holiday, sometime midweek next week, he's going to start filling it. Kudas will be in the pool before we know it, so that's exciting, and I really appreciate Mark's hard work. Sam's crew is going to get together, I believe. Did she say next week or the week after that they were going to paint?
Saturday.
Is it this Saturday they're painting?
I believe the following Saturday.
Following Saturday, okay, because they're gonna, Mike Cedar will power wash the Ellenville pool and get it prepped, and he's bought the paint, and Sam's crew will paint it again. They always do an awesome job over there.
They're not painting the entire pool, they're painting.
What needs to be painted?
Right,
Yeah.
that's a big difference.
Yes, well, in previous years they have done the whole pool, but this year they haven't seen
Last
it.
year they painted the entire pool.
Yeah.
Right now they're gonna, paint whatever's not, whatever's in really fine shape, which a lot of it is.
And Bill and I and Lisa and Vince and Sam are going to meet on Tuesday to discuss the opening day of camp and making sure all our ducks are in a row, as they say. And I look forward to bringing that information back to everybody. That meeting's on Tuesday.
Which is the opening day?
The opening day for pool is
For the program.
for the program. The program will open on the Monday after graduation. Graduation is the 24th.
So it opens the 27th.
It opens the 27th. Thank you. Yes. So, and let me see. I think that's all I have tonight. It's your turn, Terry.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I might come up with something
I've never seen
else.
you short for, conversation.
Jackie's got places to be.
Why is it me?
Well, because you mentioned a program. No, you mentioned a program. That's I'm aware of the TikTok, Jack.
See what I tell you? She keeps talking. So anyway, this is our 7 o'clock meeting, and prior to that, in our workshop, we did some interviews, and we interviewed some young people that are going to be working in our cemeteries and parks, and security at the park. And we appreciated that, the young folks and older folks, people of all ages that came and interviewed, and we're going to be hiring them in the next week.
Yep.
To take those tasks at hand and serve the community. During that workshop also, we had Somerset Partners, which, if you don't know, is the Neville property, and the Somerset Partners are the developers that are looking to have a eco resort there, and they come for the second time to the town board. They've been in front of the planning board, I believe, twice also. Officially, they're getting into the position right now where they're going to be officially presenting to the town board. Up till this point, they have submitted, actually, as of last Friday, they submitted the seeker documents, and we discussed some of them today. We had a presentation on the smart board that we have. Through the pandemic, we had to do Zoom meetings, and we invested into this Zoom smart board. It's like a large TV that is very valuable because in this particular instance, the Somerset Partners at times have meetings with people from New York City and Seattle, Washington, and Rotterdam, Netherlands, and Paris, and from all over the place. So it's been pretty valuable to have this smart board for the town board, for the zoning board, and we're working it out where we can utilize it in a lot of different fashions with the courts.
Courts use it a lot.
Sam's using it for training.
And so we use it for training for that park, for the recreation program. The car show, as Paul mentioned at the airport, it's going to be a little hot that day, but I'd say come out early, see the cars. Dwight Coombs has done a great job over the years. It's benefiting the veterans and honoring the veterans, and that's a very big deal. Have a great Memorial Day, but also sit back and at some point in the day, just think about what that's for. It's for honoring those who have served in the military and died in the process. Other than that, I think we've had a good meeting tonight, and I thank the board and everybody cooperating, and we have a motion to adjourn.
Before we,
you have a
did we
question?
get any feedback on the reservations at Sam's Point? How that's working?
Yes, we do. Bill Brown is asking, we've had feedback on the reservation process at Sam's Point, and I had a meeting with Hank Alacandri, the manager of Sam's Point, the other day, and he says it's going very well, actually. And the folks in Craigsmore obviously are, I'm not going to say ecstatic, but I would say that they're very happy at this point. We had reserved thoughts about how that would work initially, but I guess with the outreach of online mechanisms of all types, Facebook and whatever other methods. So far, there hasn't been a problem. We'll see what happens on Memorial Day or some of these holidays. And one of the reasons that they did do that in the beginning was because they were turning away. And at a major holiday, it would be 300 to 500 cars a day. So you understand the roads that go into the hamlet of Craigsmore are small. It's a small little hamlet, and just from the reason that they did this is because they didn't want to increase the footprint of the volume of people there. They have about 120 cars, but that doesn't mean 120 cars for the whole day. It's just that means throughout the day that they can accommodate that many cars. And they don't want, we've had many meetings with the Palisades Interstate Parkway Commission up in Craigsmore and here in Town Hall, and they're really concerned about the environmental footprint of the Craigsmore property. Again, Paul Tozzolino, in my absence a month or so ago, did a little recording of the Lenape steps that the Jolly Rogers did, and can't say enough about what they did with that property. It took them 3 years to do it, and it was a generous effort by the Jolly Rogers of the Hudson Valley. And so it's a very nice park. Go there. If you're living here, obviously you have a lot of different times that you can go there. Pick the times that it's not busy and enjoy.
But by the way, if you're considered a senior citizen and you go during the week and you're a resident, there is no charge to go during the week as a senior citizen.
So Paul's saying that as a senior citizen, there is no charge.
During the week, not on
And
weekends.
we're saying senior citizens start at what age? 45?
I believe it was age 60 and above, but I'm not 100% sure on
Okay,
that.
so
But
we do have to check on what the
yeah,
age.
there is an age requirement on it, but I've been there during the week when there's a lot fewer people than on the weekends. The park is gorgeous. It's something that there's actually people that have lived in the region their whole lives that have never been there. You're really missing something if you don't pay a visit to Sam's Point at some point in time. It's amazing up there.
Yep. All right, so at this time, we're going to adjourn the meeting if we have a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, now.